Hello guys and welcome to Fuchs Games. My name's Fuchs and today we are taking a look at patch notes for Path of Exile patch 0.1.1. So let's just dive into it and see what they added and changed. Okay, so first we have like some endgame changes. They added 4 new tower maps: Alpine Ridge, Bluff, Mesa, and Sinking Spire. For those who didn't see who didn't watch the reveal trailer, or should I say a reveal preview, they didn't see that there's gonna be 4 more new tower area maps. They look very nice, and that's about it. The Lost Tower maps has been revamped. I don't know about the Lost Towers. Oh, Lost Towers, that's the default one. Yeah, that's probably the default one. It's changed. Okay, so let's see what else is there. Arbiter of Ash boss fight is now getting 6 respawn attempts, so that's nice. Actually, a pinnacle boss isn't going to be just like one try, you die, and then you have to collect all the keys and all the fragments again. That's actually a very good change. The Arbiter of Ash can no longer be interrupted during his Falling Flame Seed skill. That's actually probably good because people probably abuse that in a way that they just like instantly take his damage off and take his health off, and that's about it. His Flaming Gale skill can no longer be blocked. Okay, that might be a problematic thing because melee is in a shit position anyway. The Arbiter of Ash boss is now invulnerable for longer during its emergence and now takes significantly reduced damage while emerging. Huh. I haven't fought Arbiter of Ash still, but from the videos I saw, I don't know what this exactly is about, so I'm just gonna skip it anyway to the next part. The Arbiter of Ash is now way less likely to target minions when using his sword, which could prevent some of their skills being used. Okay, that's probably some kind of a bug fix. Added checkpoints to map areas. Holy fucking fuck. They actually put this, they were talking, I think Jonathan said they were looking into it for maybe some next patch, but they managed to squeeze this into this patch. This is fucking great. I just hate it when you like go through a map, you kill monsters, killer rares, come to the end of the map, and then you finally are under like, I don't know, 200 or 50, something like that, and you see the remaining rare monsters, and the one is actually on the start of the map, but you missed it because he was just like hiding behind the rock or something. And you just have to walk and walk and walk all the way back. Now with checkpoints, this is gonna be probably just a click here, click there, you teleport, and that's gonna like save a lot of time. I think this change is like, I don't know, like they in Path of Exile 1, the maps were a lot smaller, and you would just like zoom through them. You were also way faster, and I don't know why they decided to go this way. I mean, it's not bad, but those checkpoints, that's gonna help a lot. That's actually a great change. Map areas now contain a minimum of 3 rare monsters. Huh. I didn't know they had like maps with less. I always found like 4 or 5 rare monsters. This is like weird, but okay. Citadels can now appear closer to the ziggurat refuge. Okay. Improve the visibility of citadels on the endgame map. For those who didn't see, they basically put a beacon of light on them so you can see them actually somewhere in the fog, so you can like go to the nearby tower, capture it, and then when you reveal it, you can probably go to the citadel. So that's actually a good change. Maps now display their biome when hovered in the Atlas UI. Okay, that's a small addition, but not bad. Add a new overseer precursor tablet currency item which can be placed in completed towers to add map bosses to valid maps in a radius. This is actually great because not all of the maps have bosses, and adding extra bosses to your maps, that's just great. So we can have more of that Path of Exile 1 experience where you have a boss at the end of each map. I think this is a great change, and we'll see how those tablets drop. Actually, if they drop a lot, it's gonna be great. If they are very rare, that's gonna be probably something to maybe adjust later again. Map areas have been adjusted to have more distinct specialties for the content they create. For example, one map area might have more total number of monsters, while another is more likely to contain additional content such as strongboxes, essences, or shrines. Okay, generally speaking, the more difficult a map is to clear or the smaller it is, the more axes it will specialize in. The more axes. Okay, I don't know. Here's an overview of changes we made to the map's more discernibility. Maps, more discernibility. Okay. A number of maps now spawn up to double the number of chests and twice as many minimum or magic and rare chests. Okay. A number of maps now contain up to double of number of monsters. Okay, great. 50% more magic and rare monsters. Nice. Number of maps now have a higher minimum number of rare monsters, minimum lower number. Okay. More essences, more strongboxes, more shrines. Maps that are only exclusively found in biomes containing citadels now have 50% more chance to contain essence, strongbox, and shrine. That's actually a boost to all the maps, I guess. I think they said somewhere the more difficult the map is to clear or the smaller it is, the more axes it will specialize in. So basically you don't have to have a difficult map, but as long as it's a smaller map, it's still gonna... So this is gonna balance out. Basically, if you take a smaller map and the more difficult map you have, it's gonna have like... It's gonna be very juiced. Let's just say it's gonna be very juiced. So smaller and more difficult map is gonna be extremely juiced, but smaller... No, wait, but larger and easy map, they're just gonna have like shitty axes. Yeah, I don't know what the axis is, but okay. But I guess it's about this, so about more magic monsters, rare monsters, and so on. Okay, let's move on. Unclaimed hideout areas now have substantially more magic monsters and fewer rare monsters. Okay, I mean, getting hideouts is really easy. This is whatever change. Okay, monsters in Untainted Paradise have been breeding. Untainted Paradise now contains 100% more, so basically double monsters, which spawn 100% more, thus quadruple magic and rare monsters. Nice, nice. I guess the Untainted Paradise didn't give as much experience as they wanted, so they just bumped up the monster numbers. Reduce the damage scaling of monsters in simulacrum encounters with added difficulty. Okay. Adjusted the chance for maps to contain bosses. You should be encountering a boss roughly every 1 in 4 maps. Unless you're using a precursor tablet. That's actually nice. The chance for map bosses to drop a waystone of the current tier or higher has been reduced to account for the increase in total number of map bosses. Okay. The Radiant Waystone Atlas possible now provides 15% chance to map bosses. Okay, smaller ones provide 6% to drop this. Okay, the I'm Not Afraid of You Delirium Atlas passive skill now grants Delirium bosses in your maps to drop 100% increase simulacrum splinters, previously 50%. Okay, they're basically boosting daily so you can go to simulacrum more often. Reduce the number of monsters small chests from breaches by 15%. Yeah, I guess breach was just popping stuff insanely. Increase the amount of simulacrum splinters found in maps by 20%. Added dedicated to the art for waystones that are instilled with layers of delirium. Nice. Okay, some fragments and audience with the king now have a more appropriate gold value to vendors. Increase how far you can zoom out on the endgame map. Oh, this is actually on keyboard and mouse input to measure the zoom level on controller input. Okay, we're gonna see about this. I guess so consoles already have higher zoom than keyboard and mouse, I guess. We'll see. Okay. Skill changes. Okay, this is now the nerf section probably. Maybe it's not gonna be nerfs, but let's read. Okay, Supercharged Slam now has each successive attack. Aftershock gains half a meter to radius up to 3 meters. Previously uncapped. Yeah, nerfed. Basically, people were slamming the whole screens. Now they're just gonna do it for 3 meters. Yeah, nerf. Scavenge plating now grants you stacks for a duration based on the enemy's rarity. Normal enemy grants 1 magic, 2 rare, 5 unique, 10. Okay, I don't know what scavenge plating is. Haven't played melee, so I don't know, but somebody will know if this is a buff or a or a nerf. Based on the description, I'd say it's a nerf. But we'll see. The Lightning Bolt skill granted by Core of the Storm Unica has been renamed to Greater Lightning Bolt to differentiate from the skill granted by Staves. Triggered Greater Lightning Bolts are now unable to trigger a subsequent Greater if the first was a critical. Ah, I see. So basically, if you crit with that Lightning Bolt, it would just, I guess, throw another Lightning Bolt and so on until you basically... I wouldn't say... I mean, it's a nerf because it was probably broken. You know, like dropping a lightning bolt which crits and then you drop another lightning bolt which crits, and if you have 100% crit chance, you're basically just dropping those bolts constantly without stopping until you kill whatever's moving. So this is probably just gonna fix it. It's gonna reduce the lightning bolts, and it's gonna be, well, it's not gonna be broken anymore. Greater Lightning Bolt now deals roughly 3.5 times more base lightning damage compared to Lightning Bolt. Yeah, so they just buffed it, but they fixed the crit. Ha! The Temporalis unique body armor can no longer reduce the cooldown of a skill to below 100 milliseconds. Skills socketed in a meta gem sockets can no longer gain energy. Anyway, clarified Wine's arrow description to explicitly state that it hits enemies on landing. Okay. Remove the aura tag from Pain Offering for consistency with other minion skills, as the skill does not directly create an aura. The aura is created by the summoned minion. Okay. Okay, we got some monster changes next. Monsters now have increased toughness per essence modifier affecting them. That's actually okay, because I think essences were just kinda too weak. Added a small delay before monsters released from Essence monoliths can use their skills. Forsaken miners now throw less grenades. Jesus, these guys used to kill me. Like, they just pop some grenades. You don't even see them. You just walk and you just like go and you die without any special reason. Which have also had their damage reduced and their visuals improved. God damn, thank you. Ruja the Dread's engineer grenades now deal less damage in Cruel and maps. Okay. Reduce how far away Faridun Plague Bringers can use their detonate dead skill from. Ah, that's just great. They detonate like... The telegraphing for this skill has been improved. Okay, reduce how far away Lost Man Zealots can use their meteor skill from. Yes, these guys also managed to off-screen kill me a couple of times. They just like do... What? You're far away and just a meteor hits you and you die. Yeah. The visuals of this skill have also been improved. The Lightning Storm skill used by Lost Man Zealots should now always strike at the telegraph marker as opposed to somewhere random. Okay. See, for example, the Meteor skill basically kills you instantly, but the Lightning Storm it doesn't. That's just like basically the storm that Sorceress has. Sorry, the Storm Weaver. And basically it just does damage over time, and it's not a huge damage. That's just like, it's a small damage. You can, you know, you can dodge it, you can go, you can move away and all that. But with Meteor, yeah, you can't. Filthy Crown no longer uses their projectile vomit skill point blank in front of you, because that's just true. These guys are so funny. And now has a basic projectile attack. Actually, that's okay. Yeah, those projectile vomits, when they do it, it's just like another insta-kill. The problem with that is, like, if you're playing a Frost Sorcerer like me, I'm using Frost Wall. And basically, I use Frost Wall sometimes when they come close to me, and instead of pushing them away, they get close with me in the wall. And basically they're just like in front of my face and they start using this skill and I'm a goner, that's it. So this is a great change. Reduce the leap distance of Vulture's leap skill. Okay, that wasn't that bad. That was actually survivable or dodgeable. But okay, reduce the X throwing distance of all X-Men. I don't know who these guys are. Maybe I saw them, I don't know. Reduce the area of effect of Filthy Firstborn's on death explosion. The visibility of the area of effect has also been improved. Okay, I don't know all of these skills, but I guess everything that is improved to be more visible is better. Adjusted the damaging of bloated Miller Slam. Zalmar at Colossus attacks more closely match the visuals. Player targeting behavior for Zalmar the Colossus. Their arms no longer targetable. Adjusted the damaging area of Balak the Sky Sears Tornadoes to more closely match the visual effects. Tornadoes now push you slightly away when they appear and now deal less damage when they first appear before ramping up. Okay. Reduce how often Prowling Shades can use their invisibility skill. Oh yeah, these guys are just annoying as hell. They just throw a skill at you and go invisible. And you can't like touch them while they're invisible. That was actually very annoying. I don't mind them going like once, but they just like appear again, throw a skill and go invisible. I don't think I died to them, but I had like so much frustration killing those guys. And they just follow you because they're like ultra fast. Like, those guys are insane. Okay, let's see next. Adjusted the frequency of some monsters such as Prowling Shades and Jelly Zealots. Okay, Zealots now likely repeatedly use their Eye of Winter skill. Less likely. Oh yeah, those guys could shoot stuff. Improve the visual effects of Fire Result. Storm skill. Okay, adjusted damaging area of Executioner's attacks to more closely match the visual effect. Okay. Guillotine Slam has been improved. That's nice. Visibility of Cult Starcher skills. Toxic Rain skills also deal less damage. Jamanra. Zombies skirt no longer so spontaneously explodes on death. Jamanra the Rising King's zombie skirt. Basically, his skirt exploded on death. This is actually very funny. I never saw that, but this is really funny. His skirt exploded on death. Nice. Mighty Silverfist's Commando roll skill now deals significantly less damage. Oh yeah, that's the one that people were complaining about a lot. Because he basically dodge rolls over you and you die. It was huge damage and yeah, I guess this is gonna fix it. Reduced how often Azak Stalkers use their slam skill. Azak Stalkers, I don't remember really all of these monsters. Walking Goliaths no longer deal damage twice when they fall over. Their slam now deals more damage in the center and less around the edges. That's actually a nice change. That's probably the huge skeletons, or not even skeletons, the ones that are not skeletons. I guess those are Goliaths. They just fall over you and that's it. Like, I don't know. Reduce the distance of which walkers in the trial of Sekemas are able to initiate their skill. Walkers. Oh, I guess those are the huge urns that walk around and just like... We've also fixed an issue where they were not dealing damage correctly, meaning they now deal more damage. Great! So these are actually buffed. Slither Spitters. Oh yes, that's probably the snakes. No longer deal damage twice with their project twice. They did twice the damage. Their melee attack now deals physical damage instead of chaos. Okay, I don't know about the melee attack, because I was never in melee range of those. But those snakes were annoying as fuck, man. Huge damage. The density of monsters in Utsal has been reduced. Monsters contained in an area where no more likely to be weaker variety. Okay, the density of monsters in the red knot areas now adjusted to result less swarming encounters. Yeah, those changes are nice for those who are still in acts. Because you're just walking through Utsal and you get to a crossing point. You're in the middle and suddenly monsters from all three directions start swarming on you. It's insane. You can't fight like on the left, on the right, in front of you. You can of course like you can bait them back and have them all gathered, but that's so much monsters, and unless you're playing something that can freeze them, slow them like me, I don't know, that's just like insane. That they will probably overwhelm you in numbers and destroy you. Especially if you die and you respawn at some checkpoints. There was some checkpoints I've seen where you spawn and suddenly monsters from all the sides start swarming on you, which is just insane. Improve the telegraphing of the anchor drop from monsters affected by Essence of Torment. Nice. Chaos pustules in Ritual Encounter had their visuals improved. That's nice. The impending doom modifier in Trial of Chaos now has more time before it explodes and has had its visuals improved. Nice. Okay, volatile plants are now much more noticeable both before and as they're about to explode. Okay, that's actually great. Elemental explosions caused by minion death or those periodically caused by rare monsters have had their visual effects improved. The delay before those explosions has been also increased. Okay, that's nice. The aura from the prevent recovery above 50% monster modifier now has a visible radius. Nice. Energy shield modifiers on monsters now provide far more sensible levels of energy shield. Actually good. But I don't think I had a problem with energy shield on monsters for now. But we'll see what they change. Maybe those are now weaker or anything, something like that. The shielding monsters modifier has been re-enabled in the Trial of Chaos. Shielding monster in the Trial of Chaos. I guess they removed the energy shield from Trial of Chaos. Okay. That's actually a okay change. Okay, now we have some general changes and improvements. Let's see. Enabled migrating from solo self-found leagues into their corresponding parent leagues, standard or hardcore. So basically you can move your characters from SSF to non-SSF. Strongboxes have been adjusted to spawn waves of enemies over a much shorter period of time. Thank God. Strongbox fog effect now fades away once all the waves of enemies have been spawned. Okay. Increase the chance to encounter research strongboxes. I don't know what the research strongbox is. I know what strongbox is, but research I haven't seen those yet. Added a visual effect to distinguish which monsters have been spawned by a strongbox. Nice. Other strongbox modifiers have been adjusted to activate after a delay. Charms now play an effect on your character when they are automatically used. Socketables such as runes now can be overwritten by placing another socketable item into the socket. Attempting to salvage an item from now highlights which item in your inventory can be salvaged and displays item sockets. Nice. Yes, flasks can be now salvaged. They actually added that, so we're getting those baubles. Armor has been made more effective by approximately 15%. I haven't played a melee yet, so I don't know how effective armor is. But I guess those 15% are gonna mean a lot to the people, we'll see. And that's it. More monsters are now able to be pushed while dodge rolling. Okay. Generally applies to most monsters smaller than a skeleton. Smaller than a skeleton. The huge one or the one? I guess it's probably the normal skeleton. Objects such as delirium shards can no longer be pushed by other monsters. Increase the chance of omens to appear as ritual rewards. Nice. Reduce the chance for items to roll some of the less desirable item modifiers. Nice. Distilled emotions required to instill a passive onto an amulet are now displayed on the passive skill tree after you have picked up your first distilled emotion. Thank you, Lord, so I can finally know what distilled emotions I need. Added an exit portal to the Trial Master Arena. Nice. Remove the level requirement to access expedition vendors. Man, this patch is freaking huge. Rarity of items in expedition vendor shops now increase with shop level, so shops generally have more rare items at higher level. That's actually good. Reduced visual clutter in many maps to improve visibility of skill and effects. Nice. I guess they are balancing the environmental and non-environmental parts, because if you have a lot of visual clutter in maps and you start spamming lots of skills, it becomes such a it's just like, it's very hard to see what's happening. So that's actually a good change. I think maps, I don't think people like once you're done with the acts, like acts look very nice and all, but once you're done with acts, you're just like, like you don't care about how maps look. You just wanna go and kill those monsters, get that loot. Okay, let's see, we were here. Added a tutorial for activating your first persistent buff skill gem. Nice. Improved and fixed inconsistencies for walkability throughout areas of the campaign as well as maps. Improved the loading time of the world map. Nice. Reduce the initial player revive time to 2.5 seconds. Reduce the player revive time penalty to 1.5 seconds per death. Alva now has an option to gamble for items when placed in your hideout. Yes. Reviving minions that died from being out of range of you now instead immediately revive near you. The quest tracker now shows which quests are applicable for the area you're currently in. Uncut gems now show their level on their item label. Nice. Charms now display their number of charges and when they're active. Updated the world map icons for when you have completed quests, encounters, and found items to make it more clear that they have been completed. Okay, there was some bugs, yeah. So I guess that's probably a fix for it. Added propagating weapon effect options to the cosmetic panel UI. Propagating weapon effect. I don't know what this is. The Arian Squabble, Hardbound Loop, Iron Ride, and Myrix Uxor uniques have received 2D art. The Hand of Wisdom and Action unique has received 3D art. Added flavor text for Erdin Tusks and Splinter Heart uniques. After activating an Omen of Whittling, hovering over an item before applying a Chaos Orb to it will now display which modifier will be rerolled. Improved performance of the Xyclukian Chimera boss fight. Improved performance of the lava in the Molten Vault. Reduced screen clutter and improved performance of the effect that plays when killing rare monster objectives in endgame maps. Improved performance of areas with very bright lights that cast many shadows, notably the Temple of Kopets and the Ziggurat Refuge, yeah. Improve the performance Ziggurat encampment in order to reduce the occurrence of unloaded textures. Burning ground can no longer spawn underneath interactables such as levers. Monsters can no longer spawn near or close to the entrance of a map. This often causes the players to be immediately attacked upon moving. Added keyword for honor resistance. Delirium monsters are no longer untargetable during their emerge animations. As a result, they should no longer push you during this. You can now pick up items and interact with some objects while performing other actions. The attack in place stops movement option no longer prevents walking on skills that can be used while moving while using WASD movement. Continue to incrementally improve the sound artifacts and environment. That's what they always say because let's face it, they're always improving. This is the best change and it's true. Okay, next topic, unique item changes. Okay, we have, as much as I see, we have tons of item changes. There's really a lot. So I guess if you guys are interested, just open up and check through. I don't think there's anything like that we should go like and see specifically. But as much as I remember, all of these uniques were getting some buffs because people were complaining that uniques were kind of too weak. Okay, and for the last section we have some bug fixes, and that's the general changes. Bugs. Oh, there's some controller improvements using currency, tra-la-la. Console improvements, item filters. Yeah, this is probably also one of the best changes because, for example, my buddy is playing on PlayStation. He says when he starts shooting mobs on tier 15 map, there's so much clutter that he loses all the performance, and we know all those text labels for all the dropped items are just slowing the game down. This is going to be a huge change for them because it's going to filter out all the unnecessary and shitty items, and basically this is one of the big changes for consoles. A link to set up an item filter is now provided in the filter section of the settings menu under the game tab. That's actually nice. Fix the bug, tra-la-la. Some localization fixes and microtransactions. Enable the following existing cosmetic microtransactions for using Path of Exile. And now there's a huge list of everything. That's actually very nice. I hope some of these I'll be able to use because most of them are still disabled, so we'll see. They are probably adding the expensive ones first because people actually paid a lot. I don't have any ultra expensive ones, but you know. And that's it. That's all the changes in the patch note 011 in Path of Exile 2. The patch is huge. It's probably going to be deployed today. That's Thursday here, but that's gonna be probably Friday in New Zealand. So we'll see. Can't wait to play, and that's all I have to say about this. Anyway, see you in the game and log in.